Hi, I'm Ron Nolting with LEN. We're here today at the Grove in beautiful Middle Tennessee, and I wanted to take a few moments to speak with you about the quality features that go into our belt collection, and also sort of a step-by-step instructional on how to individualize those belts. So first things first, from a quality standpoint, we really have taken a no-compromise approach in every aspect of the belt. Starting off with the skins, we use the finest Italian calf, and we range all the way to American alligator. We've got one of the most extensive product offerings today in the marketplace. From a make standpoint, we intentionally use a 10-ounce steerback lining, vegetable dyed, and the purpose behind that is it really does serve as the spine of the belt, and it'll give you the body that you need, and eventually after a few wearings it'll start to contour around your body, very, very similar to the same feel that you would get with a custom shoe. From an aesthetic standpoint, we have 14 different top stitch options that we can stitch your belts with, ranging from denim blue to any color really that you can imagine. And then we will finish that off with a coordinating edge ink. So all of the belts are hand painted with a coordinating edge ink, and then they are hand sanded down so that there's a seamless edge, very, very similar to that of fine furniture, on all of our belts. From a buckle standpoint, all of our buckles are handmade and hand polished with a very, very small company out of Italy. And last but not least, I'm very, very proud to say that every one of these belts today are made in the United States of America. The next topic that I'd like to discuss with you is how to individualize the belt. It's one of the most common questions that we get is, can you please show us how to individualize the belt? So today we just wanted to take some time and walk you through and give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to do that and really explain to you just how simple that is. Once the customer selected his belt, the next step in individualizing that belt is to have him remove the belt that he's wearing and have him put on the fit belt that we've designed to get you the exact measurements of that particular customer. Each of our fit belts have holes in 1-inch increments from a size 26 all the way to a 46. Once the customer tries that on, whatever hole the tongue of this belt goes through is the number of inches you'll need to measure back on the belt he selected so that you know the proper measurement in cutting the belt. So in this particular case, if the tongue of the belt went through the 35 hole, you would measure 35 inches back from the middle hole, and that will be your cutting point on the belt. Once we've got the customer's waist measurements, the next step to this is very, very simple. The first step is remove the buckle from the strap, and that's very, very easy. There's no hardware needed. There's a little toggle screw on the back of the belt. Simply open that up. That will unscrew, and the harness and the buckle will come off. Take that off, it'll slide off, and simply set that to the side. Once the belt's laid out on the table, your starting point for every measurement is going to be the middle hole. There's always going to be 5 holes in the belt. Your measuring point always starts from the middle hole. In this particular case, if his waist measurement was a 35, you're going to measure 35 inches from the middle hole to the back of the belt. So again, measuring from the middle hole of the belt back 35 inches, you can simply take a golf tee and make an indentation in the belt marking the 35-inch mark. At that point, take your shears, line up over your indentations or your measuring point, and simply cut the belt. From that point, all you really need to do is put the buckle back onto the strap, and the key to this is making sure that the end of the belt butts up against the metal bar here as tightly as possible. So if you can see the end of the strap, we butt that up as tightly as we can to the end of the bar, and we hold the buckle in place. Take the screw that goes into the top of the harness, place it in there, and simply press firmly to where you'll make an indentation mark in the belt. This will determine where you want to punch the hole in the belt. Line up over the indentation mark and simply place the hole in the belt. From that point, it's very simple. Place the belt back on. Take your screw, put it into the back of the belt, and it screws back in. Close it up, and your belt is done. Once you've got the belt buckle back onto the strap, you've actually individualized your first belt. It's a very, very simple process. Again, just to revisit the steps, have your customer take off the belt he's wearing, put on the fit belt. Whatever number the tongue of the belt goes through, that's the number of inches you measure from the middle hole back to determine your cutting point. Make your marks, cut the belt, place the hole in the belt, replace the buckle, and all of the belts you're furnished with a wool belt bag that will serve as sort of a traveling case and keep the belt protected from scratching. You place that in the belt bag, and your customer's got a belt that's individualized exactly to his size. This is exactly the kind of service that the Best of the Better Club should be offering their members today, and you've provided them with a product that fits in perfectly.